Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful's back again, coming at you with the news, and we are getting another rerun for 1000 Year Blood War. Okay, so let's just take into account the information that we know. One, the 1000 Year Blood War license is expected to have ended on the 31st of March, and we kind of figured that they could rerun banners due to the Masaki banner that was re-released at the beginning of this month, around the 5th, I believe. However, what this rerun banner tells me, well, tells me anyways, is that Caleb does have the ability to rerun banners of 1000 Year Blood War. They just most likely cannot make new characters. That's just the assumption that I'm going to be making. That being said, these characters are excellent units. I'm surprised that they didn't mix and match like they did with the Camp for Your Own Worlds, because they kind of put the banners in order, which if I go back to the Camp for Your Own World banner, you'll see here that they've kind of made it out of order. The Hun, why did you pick such a bad screenshot? Tokinada, Hikone, Kenpachi, which is kind of weird. They took one of each of the banners. So yeah, as you see here, 1000 Year Blood War round 1 minus Toshiro, unfortunate. 1000 Year Blood War round, I have no idea, but the Candice banner, and 1000 Year Blood War round blank, because there's so many damn 1000 Year Blood War characters at this point. Let's just get right into these characters. They are good characters, in my opinion. This banner actually is worth summoning on if you're new and you have a lot of orb sources. If you are a veteran player, you might not want to go in here unless you're missing the main Big Daddy Beefy units, which we'll get into in a second. Let's start off by this. Wow, we have 43,000 Year Blood War characters. Jeez. You remember when we thought that we were only going to be able to get 14 ever, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is the last banner. Why didn't they do Aizen? Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that, bro? Caleb's come a long way. I'm not going to lie. I'm really excited about like the future. I'm really excited about the future of BBS. I know that sounds kind of cheesy and corny, but I mean, it is what it is. All right, so let's just get right into it. SHUNSUI, 1000 Year Blood War unit. I feel like he's really outdated at this point. If you have him transcended, he's still an excellent character. However, it's just nowadays characters are naturally getting the Havoc 20% with Frenzy, with Berserker 20%, and SHUNSUI came out during a time when they weren't really doing that. So he did get the Berserker 20% through his link. But, oh, oops, my bad. But unfortunately, I do feel like Strong Attack Recharge 12% is more important, in my opinion. So, like, it's unfortunate he didn't get Strong Attack Recharge, which is why I was really hoping that Strong Attack Recharge would have been in the selection of abilities that you could get with the new Super Link Slot Potion update. I feel like they could have did something like, you can pick Strong Attack Recharge, but you can't go beyond a 12%. Same thing with Havoc 20%. I kind of wish that you could choose Havoc, but it can't go higher than 20%. Because they did do that with, like, the immunities. They did do that with, a bunch of the other stuff that just isn't stackable, which I'm kind of drawing a blank on. For those that don't know, I'm currently in Ohio. I did make the 12-hour drive, if you haven't watched my YouTube stories. I drove 12 hours out here. My girlfriend's dog had a really bad accident. Someone, so someone hit her dog, and yeah, so my girl was down, you know, so I got to do the good boyfriend stuff. So I apologize for the lack of quality, because I am using her setup instead of my own, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not comfortable. But I mean, it is what it is. So SHUNSUI, excellent character, Hollow Killer and all that. BYAKUYA, he is a good unit in my opinion if you transcend him and you link slot him. I do think that at 2020 this character is actually quite excellent, because you do get access to his damage inflicted at full stamina plus 45%. Berserker 40%, Bruiser 30%, no Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Sprinter +1, and weakened defense. This character, if you're able to get a max transcended, and only if you're able to get a max transcended, and I am not telling you guys to summon for this character, and I am not telling you to summon for dupes, and I am not telling you that this character is worth duping up. However, if you get this character with a crap ton of dupes, he is a good character, and I do think that he actually does his job very well, especially in hard guild quests. If you're able to get his 20 with damage inflicted at full stam 45% with double weakened defense, this character's nuke is going to be stupid, because he does have bombardment, which is nasty. So overall, I don't think that he's a horrible unit. He is completely playable if you get his SP to 10. He's just not really that great. 1200 radius full screen third. Second strong attack is going to be the barrier type unit, which is Apparently it's a shave range collision. Dude, I have not played with this character in so long, but the fact that it's not a normal just AoE around you, interesting. I actually want to play with him now. And his first strong attack is actually the 3000 length beam. So, I mean, like, he's not a bad character, it's just he just doesn't have the damage output that a lot of these newer characters have. Alright, and last but not least, for 1000 Year Blood War round 1, SAJIN. He's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, just the utility of him. He's okay with the poise and flurry and long reach 15%. I think that his main use is going to be for Senkaimon stages, just because of the Espada killer. And I mean, like, you can build him tanky and normal attack damage base, and he'll do excellent. Alright, and going into the next banner, the ASKIN Candice Bambietta banner, one of my favorite banners personally. You do have ASKIN with paralysis and poison immunity. Start barrier plus 10, which in my opinion is kind of wasted since Tsukishima has a vortex and Jugrum has pierce barrier anyways. So sprinter plus 1, poise, flurry, bruiser 30%, damage reduction 16%, and stern ritter killer. This character does have a pretty easy Senkaimon stage if you have ASKIN or Jugrum. His second strong attack is the debuff ability, which doesn't work in PvP against characters that have invincibility, aka Jugrum, Tsukishima, Gay Pride, you know what I'm saying, the double team getting ASKIN's cheeks combo. And then on top of that, you do have poison and insta-kill on his ultimate. Like, you have the poison on his first, third, and NAD, and insta-kill on his ultimate. Honestly, I think it's stage 15 for Cave of Discipline, this character cheeses that stage so hard, because as long as you're able to take out the first 2 bosses without using your ultimate, you can just keep resetting your game until the ultimate actually procs the insta-kill mechanic, and then you bypass a floor, which I think is really, really, really dope. So, I mean, he is good, and he is good in PvP, but I do feel like you need dupes for him to survive in PvP and to deal damage in PvP, and that, in my opinion, is really unfortunate. I personally would go with someone like Chad. Okay, next on the list, the Bambietta, one of my favorite characters to be released in all of 2020, no cap. Strong attack recharge minus 12%, Bambietta. You have the Soul Reaper killer. Unfortunately, she is outshined by BYAKUYA just because BYAKUYA is so stupidly OP. Honestly, if BYAKUYA wasn't so OP, I feel like Bambietta would get more time in the spotlight. Damage to burning enemies plus 20%, burn on all of her attacks, frenzy, havoc 20%, berserker 20%, no guard break, which is kind of weird because her little shtick literally says my bombs can't be guarded against, so kind of a little conundrum there. Bruiser 20%, debilitator plus 2 seconds, sprinter plus 1. Her first strong attack is going to be the AoE, the pushback into little AoE explosion, which is really nice for the first strong attack, same as Halloween Soifon. And there's one more character that got that first strong attack, right? Oh, Mashiro and Veruca and Halibel, right? Dang. I don't play with any of those characters. I don't even have Mashiro. I wish I did though. Second strong attack is going to be the 960 AoE with the 1200 beyond full screen third strong attack. The 960 circular AoE in front is the same strong attack that is given to Candice as well as GREMMY. And so literally what's kind of funny is I want to bring Lille Barro in here. Okay, so Bambietta, the second and third strong attack, the 960 AoE circle full screen third strong attack, is the same strong attack, second and third strong attack as Candice, same second and third, and Lille Barro, same second and third, GREMMY, same second and third. I'm really hoping that Caleb, you see the pattern here? I'm hoping that Caleb kind of opens the doors and gives us more access to newer strong attacks. I really like BYAKUYA's, but I do think that his is a little broken. We did get the 1k by 1k beam that was given to, I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I do want to go over it just a little bit. I believe it was given to Apache first. Yeah, so it was given to Apache first, and it's a 1k by 1k beam. I'm really hoping that Caleb just takes note and just gives us more strong attacks. Alright, so 960 AoE circle and a full screen 1200 radius third strong attack. Oh, my earbud kind of popped out of my ear. Alright, so Candice. Going into Candice, probably one of my favorite characters in this entire banner next to Lille Barro. I do have this character max transcended and she is an absolute beast, but you don't need her max transcended for her to be great. Strong attack recharge minus 12%, a Rancor killer, melee unit, paralysis on all of her attacks, berserker 20%, havoc 20%, sprinter plus 2, which means you get 3 flash steps. If you get her 15-15-15, I would recommend either full stamina damage boost or long stride. If you use her in actual PvE play, long stride, this character goes zooming, and the fact that she does have a lunge for a strong attack, the 960 AoE second, and the full screen 1200 radius third strong attack, she is so good. Debilitator plus 5 seconds with paralysis on everything. Weaken defense on her ultimate, so using her as a main runner for for Guild Quest, excuse me, not PvP, definitely not PvP. For Guild Quest, she is very, very good. Devastation plus 40%, Frenzy, and you know, Frenzy, Havoc 20%, and Berserker combo. So, she's such a fucking queen, bro. Alright. Next on the list, Lille Barro. Lille Barro is a monster. Berserker 40%, Devastation 60%, so he hits hard. Frenzy, Havoc 20%, to go along with that Berserker 40, which is nice. He does have guard break and hit an enemy chance plus 100%, makes him a really, really good sniper, so you can kill from literally across the battlefield. You don't have to worry about guarding the guard enemies, you don't have to worry about the underground enemies, you don't have to worry about putting a Zeta pill on him. I think he's such a good character. Now, he does have the same second and third strong attack as Bambietta and Candice and GREMMY. However, his first strong attack is the 3000 length beam, so he can snipe from across the battlefield. He also has a melee collision sniper first normal attack damage string, which is actually the first of his kind, if I remember correctly. Yeah, first of his kind, which is really, really, really cool. I actually like using his NAD build when I'm bored. But like usually, obviously you're gonna build him SP, but so sometimes like his NAD build is kind of fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie. All right, going into GREMMY. GREMMY does have no excuse me, he is immune to all status elements, which is nice. Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Sprinter plus 1, Frenzy, Devastation 40%, Burn / Lacerate on everything. So Debilitator plus 2 seconds, because you know, I see whenever I watch like other people's contents, bro, I see a lot of times people are like, the character has Burn or Lacerate, and they'll say, oh, Debilitator 2 seconds. Oh, it could have been longer, it could have been higher, it should have been 5 seconds. Poison, Burn, Lacerate, pretty much any damage over time abilities have never, and I will tell you this, have never and will never, unless K-Lab changes it, have Debilitator plus 5 seconds. And the reason for that is Debilitator plus 2 seconds is kind of standardized for every single damage over time type character. Alright, so I'm just giving you that forefront. So if you ever see someone say, oh, it should have been Debilitator 5 seconds, and they have Burn or Bleed, and it's not like a brand new character that K-Lab just put out, yo, tell that man to do their research, bro. I'm not gonna call out anybody. I'm not gonna call out their names because that's kind of messed up. But yeah, y'all heard it from me first. All right, so revive mechanic on his ultimate, which is really nice for co-op type stuff. I do like him for inheritance trial. I think he is actually pretty dope to play with, but I don't think that he's all there yet. When a Rank Arc week does come out for inheritance trial, I do think he's gonna be hella dope, especially with the severe lack of candles that people might have if they were too proud to use Senkaimon Ichigo links, bro. The amount of people I saw go from 400 candles to like 200 to 0 is absolutely bananas. Like, guineos, bro. Alright, so Devastation plus 40%, Sprinter plus 1. His first strong attack is the 18% first strong attack, which is kind of sucks. It's the same as yeah, Shinji, Sapporo, Masaki, 5th anniversary Byakuya, or this Christmas Ruruka. That being said, though, like, Byakuya does have like the craziest second strong attack in the entire game. So like him having the worst first strong attack and still being broken as hell is kind of crazy. So yeah, worst first strong attack in the game in my opinion. 18% magnification, barely hits, bro. Like, if you want to scratch your mom, you use this for a strong attack. Like, you scratch your mom's back if she asks you to scratch it, right? Okay, so Sprinter plus 1, not a bad character. Like, the second and third, I do feel like make up for the horrible first, and the special move with the revive mechanic, I do like him a lot. I do think that he actively competes with Candice, but in my opinion, I do think that Candice edges him out just with the Sprinter plus 2, the better first strong attack, weakened defense, and on top of that, she has them dummy thick thighs, the dummy thick breasts, and look at that face, bro. Please tell me you wouldn't want her to stomp on your chin. Last but not least, Nanao. Now, I personally love this Nanao. She's absolutely bananas. Like, when we were playing Inheritance Trials, she was literally protecting my Mugetsu non-stop. Shout out to my boy Sid. Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Enhancer with a boost / barrier type second strong attack, which in my opinion, that's really what makes her really, really good for PvE content, even if she doesn't have killer. On top of that, in hard guild quest, my Nanao, when I'm running Rukia, okay, I will admittedly say I run Rukia, she almost never loses her barrier because Rukia is able to freeze the enemies down. So I currently have her at 15, 15, 15, 105, level 10 SP with full stamina damage boost, and she does her job so well in hard guild quest. that I personally, I love this character, bro. I really do. All right, so devastation plus 40%, debilitator plus 5 seconds, paralysis on everything but her boost slash barrier. I kind of wish that they gave her. I kind of hope that they start giving status elements on the boost. I feel like that would be cool. First strong attack is going to be the 3000 length beam, excellent. 1200 full screen third strong attack, excellent. And then her second strong attack is going to be the 630 radius barrier slash buff ability, excellent. Horrible radius, horrible range, but the fact that you get a barrier and a boost, I think that that's really, really, really cool. And it adds some protection to your allies in co-op, and it adds a lot of protection to yourself. And that, in my opinion, is amazing. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they made Nanao. I'm really happy with how they made a lot of these characters. I understand a lot of people don't really like GREMMY for his first strong attack, but his second and his third are actually really, really good. I love Bambietta's design. She looks good. She's cute as hell. You have Candice, who looks thick as hell. You have ASKIN, who looks badass. Bro, damn, man. Yo, Caleb, get your license back, bro. Get your license back. I need to see As Not now. Please, for the love of God. Thank you. But I'm going to leave it at that. You guys grind on, catch up with me. Stay blessed. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this banner. I do want to talk about the rates. A lot of people complain about these rates. Oh, it's 3%. I have to unlock 6. I have to unlock 8. These banners, in my opinion, are only good value if you do the 5th step or the 10th step or the 15th. You want to, like, if you plan to summon on this banner, make sure that you're ready to commit. If you're able to commit, the rate per orb, excuse me, for the amount of orbs that you spend on this banner, which comes up to 900 as opposed to 1150 for no as okay. let me process let me put this in a way that's a lot easier to understand. Normal banners are 1100 orbs, 6% rate throughout all 5 steps, but it's still a more orbs, right? This banner is 900 orbs with a lower chance of pulling a 5-star in the 5 steps as opposed to the 1100. That being said, even though the rate to pull a 5-star is lower, the amount is about equal. So the chance to pull a 5-star in 900 orbs is the same rate as pulling a 5-star in the 1100 orbs, assuming that you commit to the 5 steps. You have to commit to the 5 steps. If you go to step 3, you're literally just wasting your orbs if you don't commit. Okay? And I have to be very, very deliberate with that because I don't want people wasting their orbs and then hating the game just because it's like you made a mistake. It is what it is, bro. I understand. It's like, oh, I played this game to summon. I don't care. It was my fault. It was my fault, bro. At the end of the day, gacha games are a numbers game. It's literally just math. It's just RNG. If you get lucky, great, but the chances are you're gonna get unlucky a lot more than you will get lucky. Like the amount of times I got royally destroyed and cream pied, bro. My girl be hugging me in bed like, it's like, what happened? And I'm like, I got a Tesla. And she's like, oh, but I thought you liked Teslas. And I'm like, I like the car, not the character. You know what I'm saying? So just be very careful when it comes to summoning on these banners. I do like this banner a lot. You do get a little access to the older 1000-year Blood War characters as well as a very, very good 1000-year Blood War characters. And there's no garbage filler in here aside from SAJIN. But I'm going to leave it to you guys. Grind on, catch up with me, stay blessed. I'll show the best luck in your summons, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.